What does a 1975 Kennedy half dollar, a 1931 standing quarter, and a 1932 Walking Liberty half dollar have in common? Well, they're not supposed to exist. So how do I have them? Stay tuned to find out. Here's my website, portsmouthcoinshop.com, and we have a lot of new inventory up, a lot of silver eagles, and we bought some Indian head, bison, buffalo rounds, whatever you want to call them, 1 ounce coins. They actually looked a lot nicer than this here, the ones that we have. We just used a stock photo for these. But I do have those coins, but they're actually Daniel Carr issues. So let's take a look at these. Here's the 1932 Walking Liberty, and it's a half dollar obviously, and here's the reverse. So no issues were in 32. They had the 33, the 29, and these are issued by Daniel Carr, and they're modern overstrikes using a Denver Mint surplus press. Okay, so it's actually a Denver Mint press on a genuine Walking Liberty half dollar. Okay, so the half dollar was 1916 to 1947, and obviously it shows the designer. Now the dies were engraved by Daniel Carr of moonlightmint.com. Now, if you're not familiar with him, you need to go over there to moonlightmint.com and check out his offerings. They have different issues. They are pretty valuable coins. So this one here was actually overstruck on an actual genuine Walking Liberty half dollar to create a date that does not exist for people who just kind of like to collect novelty coins like that. So it's not an authentic coin. It never was issued, so it's not a counterfeit because they never issued this date. Okay, but you can also go to eBay, and you can see these listed on eBay. You can go to sold auction, see how much they sell for. Then we have a standing quarter, 1931. There was no 1931. They stopped minting these in 1930. And you didn't have a quarter in 31, actually. They started minting them back up in 32, which was the Washington quarter. And here's the reverse of it. There's a little bit of toning on it. And these are really nice coins. I do like these overstrikes. They actually are not, official mint issues or anything like that. NGC will grade these. I'm not sure about PCGS, but I know NGC and Annex will grade these too, ANACS. And a 1975 Kennedy half, which we do not have a 1975 Kennedy half dollar. No such thing exists. So this one here was actually overstruck on a 40% from 1965 to 1970. So he used earlier coins and overstruck. And here's the reverse of that. So like I said, these coins go for a good amount of money. Some of them you just can't hardly find. People bought them and just kind of kept them back. And then I want to share these again, since I'm looking at, or since we're all looking at Daniel Carr issues. This is a 1913D and Mint State 69, and this is graded by ANACS. That's Dan Carr Clark Grubber, native Colorado. It's 0.825 gold. Like I said, if you haven't looked it up, and it's always interesting, I try to get people and encourage them to look things up whenever they see it in my video. So we'll take a look at the Clark Glover coin, and it's in obviously Blanchard here, has the article, and here's the store, or the bank and mint I should say, and it says in the 1850s, a few lonely gold prospectors discovered 20 troy ounces of gold in the small town of Little Dry Creek. Today the area is Denver suburb. It said, but back then it was part of the sprawling frontier promising wealth. Okay. And in 1860, the men opened the Clark and Grubber Company private mint, and they began minting $10 gold pieces. Okay. So this is basically the history. This is kind of just commemorating a token. And the reason for the 825, I believe that's the purity of the gold in Colorado, or at least the purity of the gold they struck their coins in. I haven't verified that 100%, but I'm pretty sure that would be the reason for that. And that's the reason why it looks a little bit different, but it's really cool. If you read up the history on Clark Grubber and their mint and all that, and it's kind of funny because, Daniel Carr's doing a similar thing as they have. He's got his own mint, and mints private coins and overstrikes and things like that. So if you go over to eBay, you can see some more Clark Grubber issues and some of their coins, and you can see that there is a lot of value to these. They're really rare. We'll take a look at this one here. It says the Pike's Peak. It's PCGS. It's graded, and you can see Clark and Grubber on there. 1860. That's the year that they actually started there, if you remember what I read. Here's the reverse. It's really interesting history. is what it amounts to. Here's some more of them. Here's another one, 1860. And like I said, you can check out some of the history of it. You can read that article. I'll try to put the link in the description if I can remember. But yeah, it's really a neat piece of history right there. So I wanted to share those with you. Thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.